Desde siempre me gustó cocinar. Crecí en una casa donde el gusto por la cocina se respiraba en el aire. Y ese amor se terminó convirtiendo en vocación. Fui repartidor de pizza, asistente de cocina y aprendí de los mejores chefs del mundo en Argentina, Inglaterra y Australia. Soy Maximo López-May, el chef ejecutivo en el restaurante Wall & Water en el Hotel Andaz. Y esta es la ciudad que amo. New York es una ciudad para todos los gustos. Puede ser popular, puede ser ecológica y también puede ser la ciudad más exclusiva y sofisticada. New York no es una ciudad, son varias ciudades superpuestas que comparten un mismo espacio pero apenas se tocan. Para conocer la New York VIP, la versión más selecta y refinada de esta ciudad, hay que ir al Upper East Side. En los lujosos pisos de Park Avenue y la Quinta Avenida vive la elite neoyorquina. Aquí las tiendas son súper exclusivas, con marcas de primera línea y los clientes reciben atenciones dignas de la realeza. Pero la New York VIP no se limita a la Upper East Side. En el Greenwich Village encuentro mi proveedor personal de quesos. Una tienda boutique que vende y prepara productos para los paladares más exigentes sin perder el toque artesanal. Mary Cheese es la quesería más prestigiosa de Nueva York. Hay una infinidad de productos. Ellos hacen su propio afinamiento en los quesos, trabajan en la maduración, hacen añejamiento cruzado de moz, un lugar apasionante y además de eso son amigos personales, buena gente y me proveen de quesos para el restaurante.
So basically what we have is a room that's been divided up so that we can age cheeses. You have 5 different rooms down here. 3 of them are for aging cheeses.
Okay.
And basically what we do is we control the temperature and humidity of each room for a certain type of cheese. This one we'll go into, which is our largest cave, is a little bit more, you know, kind of
Wow.
yeah, intense, right?
El olor amoníaco,
Yeah.
mineral, wow.
Yeah. Behind you are the wash rind cheeses.
Yes.
We were just talking about the ages. You can see this one's just been washed, so it's nice and kind of tacky. You see how it's a little bit sticky?
Se crea una partícula alrededor del queso a medida que ellos lo van lavando con agua salada, con una salmuera.
When we get them, they've been washed about 3 times.
Okay.
And the longer we have them, the more we'll wash them. So this
Oh my
one
God.
is last to be washed. So we'll sell these first, we'll wash them, and then we'll sell them.
And what the washing gives to the cheese?
Well, you see how they're all kind of orange?
Yes.
They add a bacteria on the outside of it.
Yes.
And this is called B. linens.
Bacteria is good.
Bacteria is great.
La bacteria es una cosa buena. No le tenga miedo a la bacteria.
So they add the bacteria on the outside of the cheese, and then they wash it with the brine, and the bacteria turns orange. But it
Yeah.
also gives you that aroma.
Yeah.
So sometimes you get that kind
Funky.
of, yeah, that funky aroma.
Yeah.
You get meatiness, you get
Yeah.
ammonia, you get a lot of these different aromas and flavors coming from the bacteria and from the washing of the cheese.
So all these wash rind are
Yeah.
soft, creamy cheeses.
Yeah, and then you have that family of wash rinds,
Yes.
but then you also have, you know, like your Gruyères
Wow.
and Appenzellers. This is also, you see the color?
This is
Yeah, Scharfermax.
beautiful, artistic. I mean, oh my God.
This is true Emmentaler,
This is true Emmental. How much does it weight?
100 kilos.
100 kilos, 100 kilos. Wow, el doble que yo.
First cheese that I want us to try is this local goat's milk and cow cream. So it's almost like a triple creme as far as the texture and the look of it.
Yes. Very elegant.
Delicious. I mean,
very nice to the palate, very gentle.
You got that beautiful cream line around the just the inside of the rinds.
Beautiful. Cheddar. This is my favorite cheese. Miren lo que es esto. How many liters of milk do you need to do a cheddar cheese like this?
It's about 700 gallons.
2.700 litros de leche para hacer un queso que pesa 25 kilos.
If you take 1 gallon of milk, it's 80% water.
Yeah.
80 to 90% water. So you lose all of that. So like if you take Parmesan, for instance, it's 1,000 gallons to make an 80-pound wheel.
That's the biggest ratio milk to cheese. Parmesan.
Yeah.
That's why it's so expensive, right?
That's why it's one of the reasons, yeah. Let's see what else. We got that's the Fontina Valdosta.
Fontina. Oh my god, this is one of my favorites.
That's the good melter, right?
This is a creamy, spicy, complex, fatty, buttery. Oh my god.
That
cheese.
region of Italy makes some of the best cheeses.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Because it's right there next
to
France and Switzerland, and
they know how to do it.
They know how to do it.
Let's see the other stuff.
This is from Spain. This is from the Extremadura region. If you smell it, it smells completely different than most other cheeses. You smell the fermenting going on of the milk.
I want to try it.
Yeah.
Wow. So what is this?
Much smaller.
Yeah.
A little bit more intimate.
Yes.
Although also smaller formats. And here
different fragrance.
Different fragrance altogether.
Definitely goat. Estos quesos son buenísimos.
Basically what we do in here, it's a little bit faster than what we do in the other room. The other room, things live over there for months.
Months.
Depends on the cheese. But we can have things in there up to a year if we wanted to. It's an affineur.
Un afinador de quesos es un sommelier de quesos. Lo que hacen es compran el queso y lo afinan, lo añejan, lo lavan, lo ajustan para vender un producto excepcional.
This is one of the first Irish blue cheeses.
And it has a lot of blue, right?
A lot of blue, but wait till you taste it. It's moderate. It's a good beginner blue.
Very complex.
Very complex though. I love the texture. I
love
the flavor.
Walnut, peppery.
That buttery texture to it. It's so rich. This is the fresh cheese from Colorado.
Really fresh.
Really fresh. I mean, this is less than a week old.
Okay.
Has a little bit of ash on the outside.
It's not really nice.
It's not really nice. I mean, you can eat it, but it's really tart and very one-dimensional.
Yeah.
So we will take this cheese and put it into a different room, let it kind of different temperature, let it kind of expel some excess whey, the water that's trapped inside, and then we'll bring it in this room and we'll start to age them. So when they're finished, this is what they look like.
And this is all ready to sell.
This is ready to sell.
So you buy cheese from all over the world?
All over the world. I mean, everything in here is from just about anywhere.
This is absolutely amazing.
And it takes 2 to 3 weeks in here. Over
This
there,
is faster.
2 to it's faster.
Good. You know what? The first time I had like epiphany about food was having a good cheese with a good wine.
Yeah.
That day I realized that the food is something else to me.
Yeah. Those epiphanies, you know, when you try things like this, or Vacheron Mont d'Ors, or as simple as a raw milk brie, there is nothing better. And those cheeses are classics, and they're around this long for a reason. Because when you have good ones, there's nothing better. So lastly, you have this cave, which is, it's really damp in here. The floor stays wet. The ceiling and the air and everything in here is really high moisture.
Humid.
Yeah. See how this beautiful yellow mold on it? This is from the Auvergne region. It's gorgeous, right? I mean, that is
amazing.
Amazing mold on the outside. Turn around from Italy. This cheese is starting to pick up those molds from the other cheese. So that's a cross-pollination happening.
This is part of the affinature job.
This is our kind of flavor that we can put onto cheeses, because we have so many of these different molds floating around in this room that we can age cheeses in here and help pick up different molds from different cheeses. This one's great because it's getting white, red, and yellow.
It's getting everything.
This is like a sponge. This is the Salvo Cremasco from Italy.
92% de humedad, 11 grados. That's the secret of these cheeses.
That's the secret.
Beautiful. Thanks again. I mean, everything we've seen today, it's amazing. I mean, just the fact or the concept along how cheese cold cuts, it's a way that humankind has to preserve what it's available, and out of that need to keep the products, invented these really creative ways. I mean,
necessity, that's why we have thumbs.
You
Maximo,
are a star, Jason. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
A veces la sofisticación no está en el precio, sino en la actitud. ¿Por qué? ¿Qué puede ser más cool que pasear por Manhattan saboreando un típico bocadillo inglés? Esta tienda es el secreto mejor guardado del West Village. Hi, can I have this and a kidney pie, please?
This could be dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this, yes. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever it be, dream a little dream of me.
Well, my name's Sam. I'm from Vancouver, Canada. Favorite food? Well, if you're in New York, I guess it would have to be pizza.
My name is Colleen. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. My favorite food is pizza.
Tortilla soup.
Hello, my name is Joni, and I'm from Finland.
He's the one my husband, who is from Mali, cooks. He's the best cook. And originally I am French.
My favorite food is some fresh fish and usually pasta. I like pasta very much. And my favorite dessert, maybe chocolate fudge.
Chocolate cake with ice cream. Yeah.
Anything chocolate.
And my favorite drink is, guess what? A caipirinha.
My favorite drink is mojito. I kind of like just a gin and tonic.
Beer.
Whiskey or tequila straight.
Scotch. Single malt scotch.
I live in Brooklyn and I love it. I love New York.
Yes, dream a little dream of me.
La New York VIP está repleta de restaurantes caros, pero solo algunos son verdaderamente exclusivos. Salones con tal nivel de refinamiento que no alcanzan las estrellas para calificarlo, en donde el estilo francés no es una pose sino una filosofía. Y con un staff tan acostumbrado a las cámaras que el chef no tiene reparos en recibirme en la mitad del servicio.
Coming up for you, skate stride matzah. Skate stride for the month station coming up.
Well, Chef Rupert, thank you so much for letting us squeeze into your kitchen, middle of service. This is amazing. 29 points on Sagat magazine, highest scores in 14 years, that's correct?
Yes.
3 Michelin stars,
Yes.
4 stars on the New York Times.
Yes.
I mean, did you plan this?
Well, you don't plan things like that. You work hard with your team. It's a matter of passion. It's about obviously cooking and hospitality. And when I come to work and when the team comes to work, we don't think about the rewards, we think about what we have to do the same day. And then potentially the rewards come.
Now, right now, you're the biggest chef in the biggest city of the world.
I wouldn't say that, but I'm glad
But
you...
yes, but yeah, I mean, at least on paper. And this restaurant has been open for how long?
Le Bernardin opened in 1986 and I joined Le Bernardin in 1991.
So you've been here for like 20 years already?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Quite some time.
I heard you cooked in Mexico's French embassy and Venezuela as well, right?
Yes.
How was that experience?
Well, the experience cooking there was a lot of fun, and I had a little bit of time to visit and so on. But I have been to Colombia, I have been to Brazil, to Chile. I go very often to Puerto Rico, which is the Caribbean.
Yeah.
However,
it's
very
huge Latin.
very Latin in terms of culture. So each time I go in one of those countries, I always bring back some idea, some ingredients or something.
Good. And what do you think about the culinary scene that it's happening now in New York? How do you see it?
Well, New York is it's a very cosmopolitan city. It's a lot of cultures mixing. It's a big melting pot. A lot of cultures living here, different ethnicities. And at the end of the day, it's very exciting to be here, and you can see the difference. Not only in the streets with languages, but in restaurants. And you have the French, you have the Italians, of course, you have a lot of American chefs, South American chefs, Asian cuisine is very important today, and so on.
And you originally started cooking back in France? Where?
I did culinary school in France. I worked in Paris, then I moved to Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And then finally came to New York in 1990. It's a pleasure to have been
Tell us a little bit. How does it work? This is the typical French organization, right?
Yes, it's all the garde-manger is on this side, and then here we have all the hot appetizers, and in the back we have all the main course. And then if you go more in that direction, you have the pastry. The pastry, which is a little bit isolated, and then this way is obviously the dining room.
And what's your normal food when you're at home? What do you cook for your family?
Well, because I eat fish all week, on the weekend I have the tendency to really change and eat some meat. But one night we go out and one night I cook at home. And I made a nice soup and we had some salad. And so very simple, very homey.
And that's a little bit as well your approach towards food. You try to keep it simple, correct?
Well, we try to keep it simple because we're talking about fish, and fish is very delicate. And the more you add in a plate, and the more you lose the subtlety of the fish. So we try to really put ingredients that elevate the qualities of the main ingredient, which is the fish.
How did you discover your will to cook? When did you realize?
I was very young. Eating was definitely my passion as a young man, and I was working in the kitchen with my grandmothers and my mother and my aunts, and supposedly helping them. However, I was mostly eating. That really created an excitement and the passion that I had to go to culinary school. And then from culinary school, after graduation, I started to work in restaurants at a very young age and loved it and became a chef.
And last question, what's the secret of your success? What do you think?
It's having a team like them in the back, working very hard, being very passionate, and when you can create a team around you, you can succeed. Because by myself, I wouldn't be able to do very much.
For two people,
barely. But because of the big team that we have around and the motivation that they have and the will, we are able to do what we do today.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you so much.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure.
Too generous to have us here. New York es una ciudad que te invita a recorrerla sin descanso, pero como la mayoría de los mortales, a mí también me toca trabajar.
Come away with me in the night.
Es una noche muy especial en el restaurante.
Come
Una
away
antigua
with
bodega
me.
francesa presentará un nuevo champán y una línea de copas de cristal de Bohemia.
You song.
Este es un evento súper exclusivo que solo se accede por invitación.
Come away with me.
Y a mí me da la oportunidad de conocer en persona al quién es quién de New York.
Come away where they can't
Okay, everyone, really quickly.
us with their lies. And I
So
wanna
basically, the
walk
pheasant is being
with
marinating with lemon, sage, and
on
garlic for a couple of days,
cloudy day.
and then we
Fields
brown
where
off the
yellow
pheasant,
grass grows knee-high.
and we do a little sauce with milk. So the acid content on the marinade sort of curdles the milk, and this curly, creamy sauce that it's made with the milk.
Come away with me.
All right. So the queens are cooked in Ruinart champagne with the apricots, and that gives it the sweetness. ¡Couture! ¿Por qué una bodega francesa lanza un producto aquí? Porque para que algo sea conocido en el mundo, antes que nada, hay que imponerlo en New York. And they're beautiful. They're really awesome. La noche llega a su fin. El hechizo termina. Las burbujas de champán se evaporan. Después de codearme con los ricos y poderosos, la calle me espera nuevamente. Y es la calle la que comparten la New York exclusiva, la masiva, la ciudad VIP y la ciudad para todos. Tal vez a mi lado camine la persona más rica y poderosa de la ciudad. Pero en este momento no es más que un transeúnte, alguien que camina envuelto en su anonimato. Como yo, como todos en New York. Para comunicarse con la producción de este programa, www.elgourmet.com.